Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy. Today is October 27th and Samsung has finally pushed out the October update to Samsung Galaxy devices. Now 20 days ago on October 7th, I uploaded a video sharing off everything that Samsung mobile security page has shared for the October patch. So it took them 20 days from uploading that information to actually pushing it out, even though there was a massive holiday that was in between, but I expected this to come about a week ago. So in today's video, we will take a look at what is new with this update here. And one of the things that is pretty nice that I was able to notice is inside of the Samsung Galaxy store, you'll notice that there is a brand new Samsung Internet. Now over here inside of the updates, if you look right over here for the Samsung Internet browser, again, this is the browser, not the beta, because there is a Samsung Internet browser beta that I have, and they are now bringing in those brand new features that I have already had for a while. So that means that the original Samsung Internet browser will get the auto close of the unused tabs and also the newly updated grid when you take a look at your tab. So I'll share with you what all of that looks like here. One of the things that I'm going to do is leave this right here. I don't want to update anything manually just because I want to see what this update triggers to update some of these things. Again, so then this way you'd be able to see what was inside of your Galaxy store that updated that maybe you didn't know was sitting there and came with this update. Now going back to the software update information for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, for the Galaxy Z Fold 7, down over here the version ends for the S25 Ultra ends with the BYIF, and then for the Z Fold 7 ends with AYJ3. The sizes are pretty similar, right around 540 megabytes, giving us that October 1st security patch. So as this one is going through its updates, I do want to take a look at the Samsung mobile security page, so then this way we'd be able to see what is being new on the back end. So here's the Samsung mobile security page. Again, this is everything that's happening on the back end that we don't see. This is all of the security stuff. Now for the month of October, which again I shared with you guys about 20 days ago, there is 0 that is critical, there is 14 that is high, and then there is 6 of them that is not applicable to Samsung devices. Now this is all of the Google side of things. So this is what you see from the Google side. Now heading down over into the Samsung information. So again, these are all of the Samsung vulnerabilities and exposures. Looks as if there is 20 of them, with 12 of them being written. And looks like there's one that was dealing with fingerprint. This one was about sensitive information from the Galaxy Watch. There's another one from the Windows Manager from Samsung DeX. So looking at a few of these, a lot of these are just like, regular common stuff, but definitely something that you would want to make sure you have the latest security patch for, so this way you are protected. Now going back over inside of here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart both of these. Now, once they both turn on, we'll take a look at a few applications and services. We'll take a look at the Galaxy Store to see what has been updated on this device from what I have screenshotted. And then I'm also going to share with you everything that's new with the brand new Samsung Internet. If you already had the Samsung Internet beta, then you already had all of these features that is finally being introduced to Samsung Internet. Now, it's at this point in the video I always suggest that if you are not subscribed to Jimmy's Promo just yet and you appreciate tips, tricks, tutorials, and the latest information and updates on your Samsung Galaxy devices, because I do cover everything Samsung, make sure to hit on that subscribe button as well as the bell for notifications to get notified for all future videos. Now that the software update is done and complete for the Galaxy S25 Ultra and the Galaxy Z Fold 7, I am curious to see if any of these applications were updated along with this update here. So I originally had 9 of them sitting in there. We're now sitting at 6, and looks like Samsung Internet was one of those that did go through, and it looks like a couple others as well. So there's some updates to Samsung Account, the nearby device scanning, your Samsung Wallet, autofill with Samsung Pass, you have Samsung Pass, and also Samsung Health Monitor. So that means that we should have that brand new Samsung Internet. So let me show you what that looks like. And from what I see right now, this does not look like the brand new Samsung Internet. This is also not what the tabs screen is supposed to look like. So what it's supposed to look like is right over here in the Samsung Internet. Let's say that we go over into a brand new tab, right? So this is the new home. This is like your new tab screen, which looks amazing. And then when you take a look at your tabs over here, this is what the grid is supposed to look like for tabs. So heading back over inside of the Samsung Internet, let's go to this very bottom because I'm seeing this orange dot. And with the orange dot, it's taking us over into settings, and it looks as if it's just sitting right there. So even though it's not showing in the Galaxy Store for some reason, it is sitting right here. So now I'm going to hit on update. Let's hit on update again here too. So why this one was taken away from that screen that we saw in the Galaxy store, I have no idea. But hopefully this should be able to give us our brand new one, and then we'll be able to take a look, after this one, we'll be able to take a look at those applications and services to see what else has been updated. So now what I want to do is just close out of this one, start fresh, just to see and make sure that we can get everything that is brand new. Heading over into the internet again, this is the one that we just updated. So it looks as if we don't have that newer home. At least we got the brand new grid style for all of our tabs. So that one did actually come through. And then on the very top, you should have the option of auto close settings. So there we go. We do have those two brand new features. We don't have the newer home, but we do have those two features that they did mention, which is the auto close of unused tabs, which you can choose any of those. And then you also have this newer grid style, which beforehand you saw that they're kind of stacked. Now I also want to take a look at the Google Play system update, and so it looks as if the Galaxy Z Fold 7, this one has a newer one, which is September 1st. The Galaxy S25 Ultra, this one's still sitting on July 1st. I'm just going to take a look at both of these to see if there's any updates and see if we can get some newer versions. If for some reason this one is still on July, which is the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the Galaxy Z Fold 7, this one is sitting on September. So I'm hoping we'll be able to get a Google Play system update for the Galaxy S25 very soon. So now that we took a look at the Samsung mobile security page, we took a look at the brand new Samsung Internet, which yes, you do have the brand new Samsung Internet, the two brand new features, just happens to be that beta. I still kind of like this one a little bit more. You have a better home screen, the newer tab, and you also have all of those features where if you go inside of here, you have the new grid style, and then you also have the auto close settings. So I always still just keep using the Samsung Internet beta, but hey, if you don't have beta, at least your Samsung Internet has been updated. Now let's take a look at a few additional applications and services. Let's see if we have a brand new Samsung Home. And the thing about it, when I took a look at all of these applications and services between these two devices, they have completely different numbers for all of them except for the gallery. So now we're going to see if there is a newer version. So for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, before the update was sitting at 17.0.061. Looks like the same version there. For the Z Fold 7, it was sitting at 17.0.0.517. So no new version for Samsung Home for either of those two. Now we'll take a look over at camera just to see if there is a newer version here. And then now for camera, the version before the update was sitting at 16.0.0.066. So same version here, so no new version. And then before the update, this one over here, the Fold 7 was sitting at 16.0.0.213. So no new version for camera there either. Now let's take a look at phone. And again, I'm just trying to find anything that has been updated that they didn't tell us. So for phone, before the update was sitting at 15.9.66.7. That one is the same version. When it comes on over into the Z Fold 7, this was sitting at 15.8.45.2. So that's the same version there as well. Then we'll take a look at gallery, and then we also have one more to take a look at after this. Now for gallery, before the update was 15.7.0043. That's the same version there. And then for this one over here was 15.7.0043. So again, gallery, this was the only one that they actually have the exact same version on both of these devices. Now let's take a look at the lock screen. For the lock screen and always-on display for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, this one was sitting at 8.9.15.39, so that is the same version there. Then for the Fold 7, this one was sitting at 8.9.05.14, same version there. So for the main ones that I always take a look at, we didn't get a newer version for any of those applications or services, but again, you saw what was sitting inside of the Samsung Galaxy store, so make sure you go through there and update all of these ones. So health monitor, Samsung Pass, autofill with Samsung Pass. You also have your Samsung wallet. You also have your nearby device scanning and Samsung account. Now on this phone over here, which is the Fold 7, if we go inside of the Galaxy store, this one had less that was sitting in there. So this one had Camera Assistant, Galaxy Enhance X, Samsung Pass, and then also these autofill with Samsung Pass. Now I am curious on the Galaxy Z Fold 7 as well because I didn't see Samsung Internet, a part of this one for having an update. So inside of here, you have the normal screen there for the home. Looks as if you do have the newer version of the grid style. Top right-hand side, you do have the auto close settings. So this one, somehow, the update went all the way through for Samsung Internet for you to have the latest version and the latest features. So that is everything new for the October update for the Galaxy S25 series and the Galaxy Z Fold 7. We've already covered everything on the back end from the Samsung mobile security page. Also, when it comes down to the main applications and services, I did not see anything new. The Galaxy Z Fold 7 is running on the Google Play System update of September. The S25 series, at least mine, is still running on July, which is super old. But you do have the brand new Samsung Internet with those two new features. The first one being is that you now have the better grid style, and you just go right up over there and view as. So you have list, you have stack, and then you have grid. And grid is now looking like this, which again is way better, something that you're familiar with if you use Good Lock. And then also too, the brand new feature of auto close settings. And for some reason, my Z Fold 7, this one already went through and pushed the update through it. This one I had to do everything manual. Even when it was updated through the Galaxy Store, I still had to go through Samsung Internet to get it updated through the settings. But that is everything I wanted to cover in today's video, because that is literally everything with this update. If you guys appreciated it, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.